Money back on and so if he fails to win the Arkle. Plus, money back if your horse finishes second to the SP favourite in any Channel 4 or RTE race during Cheltenham.
Yeah, I think Faheen, the only thing I would say to the lads that are punting there is you have 4 very short price favourites on the first day. You have Duvan, Undesu, Faheen and Any Power. Now, any of us know the 4 of them won't win. There's only 5 favourites, Liam Nash said, won at the whole festival last year. And we expect 4 of them, 4 Irish ones, to go in on the first day. Now, that's...
Is that madness to expect that?
Well, we expect it, whether we're mad or crazy, whatever it is. That's what the bookmakers want us to believe. They'll all win as well. They're all very sharp prices. But, I mean, they want which one of them is going to get beat?
Liam, they reckon it could cost the bookies 100 million if Willie's horses all come in on the first day.
Be an awful shame, wouldn't it?
It'd be terrible. Terrible.
Make a collection from.
Yeah.
But Ted is right, it just doesn't happen. Every single year we go and we have about 3 bankers the first day and you'll be lucky if one of them wins. Because I know I said 5 last year. I think it's only a variation of maybe 1 or 2 for the last 4 or 5 years if you looked it up. Like, you know, so the stats don't suggest that those 4 will go in. Maybe they will.
But on other years, you see, if you accumulated them 4 horses,
yeah,
you'd get the same price as what you were getting for the Supreme Novice favourite.
Yeah.
You know, and you need 4 of them to win to get a similar price on past year.
On one day.
On one day, yeah. It's crazy stuff.
Gordon, it is crazy, but yet there's going. I can tell you now because I know half them. They're going to be doubled and trebled and in accumulators and lucky 15s, and they're the horses people want. So you can say what you like about the stats and the favourites not winning, but they're what people expect to win, and they will back them.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we all expect them to win going over. I can't tell you which one's going to get bet, but as Ted says, they're not going to all win, you know. And if they do, like, it's great because they clean the bookies out.
Yeah,
what price the 4 of them, Leon?
I think it works out about, I mean, the best price, like we were taking
what
the best price.
What do you give the lads here tonight? Anybody wants to back the 4 of them?
Come here, you know what? Listen, I'm going to give a real unusual number, 15 to 1.
15 to 1 on the 4.
For the 4 of them, yeah, for the 4 of them, because I think they worked it out at the best price off every different bookmaker worked out about 16.5 to 1. So but that was picking and choosing the 4 horses with 4 different firms. But I lumped the 4 of them together and go 16 to 1.
So Duvan, Faheen, Any Power, and Undersow.
15
all
to
1.
15
all
to 1.
win.
Yeah, all to win 15. Listen, I actually
agree with the lads. Chance to win the lotto tonight for 5 million.
I agree with the lads. I don't think the 4 of them will win. I mean, I tell you what, something. I hope the 4. I tell you what, Em, I hope the 4 of them don't win because I'd be looking for a job after Cheltenham, and that's the truth. But look, I don't think the 4 of them will win. I do feel the most popular treble, just to let you know, is Duvan, Any Power, and Undersow. People are kind of skipping the champion hurdle. So I mean, the real popular treble at the moment is the Supreme, is the Mares, and is the Arkle.
Willie says Duvan is the best horse that he has. Well, he's up there with the best horse that he's brought to this festival. That's saying something to Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still saying something. I mean, it's hard for someone like me to argue with Willie, but at the same time, he hasn't done it on the track, and it's on the track is what you've undone it. You know, yeah. he won well when he won. He beat a 135 rated horse, but a horse that wants a bit further than 2 mile at Punchestown. He may very well be, but he just hasn't done it to our eyes yet. There was a great horse that ran last week, belonged to JP McManus, and he was the second coming of Christ, but he didn't deliver the last time. I was wondering because Alvesio Veal,
yeah.
And he won at Punchestown or Leopardstown, we thought it was too. Someone there want to know what price.
I was wondering, Ted, out of the 4 that you think they'll obviously. One of them will get beat. Which one do you think is the most likely to lose?
He thinks Faheen.
No. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, so the punters at the moment are kind of leaving out the champion hurdle. Their treble is the other 3 Willie Hotpots on the first day. That's what the most money is behind at the minute.
Would you not think Faheen is the most kind of out of them all? That probably the one fancied the most.
Well, I think because Faheen has won his Cheltenham is a huge plus. Whereas, as Ted just alluded to there, you're taking on kind of, but listen, come here, sure, Willie Mullins has had the best of the best go through his hands, so he must know how good Duvan is. And, you know, for him to say he's one of the best that I've ever brought to the festival, Jesus, I mean, I don't think any of us could even dream to question Willie.
But the 16s get on.
16s, yeah.
But there's a horse, actually, Ted pointed out a point there, you know, speaking about the Supreme Novices, there's a horse there that's priced at 20 to 1 that is very, very similar to Duvan. in Bentalymar. He won around the same track, a Grade 2, beating a Jigginstown horse rated 132, which Duvan beat a Jigginstown horse rated 135.
Yeah.
And he's 20-1. He's trained by Shea Barry down in County Waterford, and you know, there's not too much different between the two horses as in their form. Now, Bentalymar won a competitive handicap here in Leopardstown, and he went on to step up to Grade 2. Duvan has not done any more than that. Now, visually, he's been very impressive, and he's coming from the place he's coming from. They speak very highly of him, but like
that sways a market, Davy, doesn't it?
It's huge,
massive. Leave your eyes lit up there.
No. The other thing, as the lads were mentioning, ratings. As far as I know, every one of us thought Tour was a good winner last year, and I think he came out of it with a rating of 155. Now, Lamy Serge already has a rating of 149, and he absolutely skipped home winning his last race there. You'd say he didn't beat much, but that's his rating coming into it. So if he runs to that, Duvan will have to run to a decent rating in the high 155s. And maybe he's able to do it. He was so visually impressive. Maybe he's able to do it. But, that's what he kind of has to do, I think.
Absolutely. Just before we leave the Champion Hurdle, you were kind of nodding when I was talking about the new one last year. I'm a big fan of him just because I think he comes up that hill so well, and I think he might be a little bit value if he drifts on the day, if the money comes in for Faheen. What's your view on the new one, Davy?
Well, he's a huge preference for the track. He beat me in a Neptune 2 years ago. The horse I rode was a very good horse, and his form on the course is very, very good. He never impressed with his jumping before he won that, and albeit on the day, better ground, better race, was the best he jumped, was the best he performed. So, like, a competitive race, a horse that has a huge preference for the course, it has to be a huge plus. And again, he's forgotten about because he's an English horse, and we're over here talking about our wonder horse. He could be a huge danger.